Assalamu alaikum everyone. As you can tell, it's me Maimuna. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to episode 3 of my Ramadan series. Today I'm going to be doing a cooking tutorial. We're going to be making biryani today. Now this is the kind of thing you need to figure out how to cook before you get married. The biryani I'm going to show you guys how to make today is the kind of biryani you make when you want to impress somebody. This is for my girls. Those girls who have made a sucky biryani before but don't know what went wrong. I'm with you sisters. I was in the same boat for a while until I went back home. And then my mother broke it to me that my soggy broken rice is not real biryani. With that revelation, she gave me guidance and she troubleshooted all of my biryani woes with the real secrets. Now, what is it about biryani that makes it truly delicious? For one, it's the smell. Biryani is an aromatic saffron rice dish. The next is the color. The beautiful gradient of colors in the biryani make it a feast for the eyes. Then it's the texture, which is perfectly fluffy separated rice grains with fork tender flavorful chicken. And then the flavor, which is a balance of sweet and spicy aromatic flavors. So you need to hit all 4 bases to get the most incredible biryani possible. And there are some secrets involved to get it to that level. Now this recipe takes 3 hours to make. It is time consuming, but let me tell you, it is absolutely worth the time and the effort. Now let's begin the prep. So first what I did was I've taken 1 whole baby chicken and I've washed it and cut it into small pieces. Now this is the first secret. This secret is a difference between an appealing biryani and a sucky biryani. You need to soak the rice for 2 hours. Yes, 2 hours. I've used 2 cups of basmati rice. I rinsed the rice a couple of times and then left it to soak for 2 hours. Soaking the rice for a long time releases the starches inside the rice grains. Starch is what makes your rice sticky. For biryani, you need rice that is separated. Once the starch is released, it can be easily washed away, which results in a beautifully separated rice which is not sticky or clumpy. I then peel 2 large onions and chop them finely. Break them up with your hands so that they are not sticking together. Now the next secret is to brown your onions correctly. You need to crisp them. Crisp them. This is not to be confused with the opposite, which is softening onions. Adding salt makes onions soft, so do not add any salt to your onions. Browning the onions in oil gives biryani that signature sweet flavor. You need to do this carefully. If you brown them for too long, they will burn, and that will not make your biryani sweet. That will make your biryani bitter. Try to find a fine balance between browning them and blackening them. Get a large wide pan, mine is non-stick, and add a generous glug of vegetable oil, a little bit less than a cup. Get the oil sizzling hot and put your onions in. Don't mix and do not add salt. Leave your onions in the pan until the edges start to brown. Once that happens, you can mix them up until the onions brown evenly. You want something like this. Now, I scooped out a large spoonful of onions for garnishing and left them to the side. This is the next secret, okay? Don't marinate. It's just not necessary. You want fork tender chicken, right? Chicken that is falling off the bone. You can get seriously tender and flavorful chicken just by cooking it on low heat for 2 hours. Now turn the heat down, add salt. I've used 1.5 tablespoons and 2 whole tablespoons of natural yogurt.
I also went ahead and added a whole tablespoon of garlic and ginger paste. And then I proceeded to mix that into the oil.
I've added 3 whole chopped tomatoes and all my signature spices. I will leave them in the description, but you can also use a packet of biryani masala mix. I also added 2 whole chillies. Can we all take a moment to appreciate how gorgeous this looks? Like, oh my gosh. Okay, so leave the kitchen, go for a walk, and come back after 2 hours. The chicken is looking amazing. Now this is where the fun starts to happen. Wash your rice and strain it a few times until it is nice and clear of any starch. The next secret is to heavily salt your rice water. Add salt to your rice water. Trust me, just do it. This adds so much flavor to the rice. This is a very necessary step, and I've added 3 whole tablespoons of salt to my rice water. We're going to parboil the rice. You cook it until it's almost ready. You'll be able to tell just by pressing it. It should soften and then break. Then we strain it and leave it to the side. Now I've prepared some saffron in milk. Just add a few strands to a small bowl of whole milk and let it sit until it goes yellow. Now we must layer our biryani. Add a bed of rice. The next secret is crucial, okay? Do not press. Please do not press the rice. Please. Just don't do it. Don't. Just sprinkle it, okay? Use a spoon. Sprinkle it with a spoon, and if you need to move it, just toss it around with the spoon. Then add a third of the chicken with the masala, spread evenly on the bed of rice, and then add another bed of rice. In between layers of rice and chicken, pour some saffron milk on top and some of those fried onions that you reserved from before. I've also used a hint of yellow food coloring. Finish the layering process until you've used up all of your rice and chicken. Now the next stage is to put it back on the heat for a further 15 minutes on a low flame, and you want to do this until the rice is fully done. When you're ready to serve, fold it up gently, tossing the grains of different colored rice together until you see a beautiful gradient. I've added some coriander leaves, but look at that, such delicate separated rice. The aroma is amazing. It is absolute torture to smell when you're fasting, but this is so fragrant, you guys. And wow, look at that, the chicken is so succulent. I can just pull it away with a fork and it comes off of the bone. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and try this recipe. Please try it and let me know what you think, and leave me a comment down below. Subscribe to my channel. See you guys again tomorrow.